everybody, it's Megan and welcome back to All About Baby Names. Today it is all about vintage boy names. So per your request, I am doing a vintage baby names. This week will be all about the boys, next week will be all about the girls. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, why you guys requested this video, make sure to check out my last video. I will have that linked as well. I did the baby name tag, the newest baby name tag, and in it there's a question about vintage names. And so I asked if you guys would be into that because I have never done a vintage themed baby name video. And there were so many people that are like, yes, vintage names, please, vintage names. So I'm trying to come up with a little bit unique ones. I'm not giving you the popularity that they are now. I'm giving you the popularity of like way back in say like 1880, because that's where these ones are coming from. They are very old school, very classic. They will stick around forever, and I think they are so adorable. So let's get into 5 baby boy names that are vintage. That first name is Hamish. It is Scottish. It means supplanter, and what I could find for this was that it came from the name Seamus, which I love that name, love it, and that it's a version of James, and it became its own name. So it came from James, it came from Seamus, it became its own name as of the 18th century. So we're talking a very old school with this name. So I think it is so cool, different. We've heard the name Seamus. We've definitely heard the name James. So Hamish, I love it. I didn't do too much research on this, but I don't know exactly how it came to be Hamish. I don't know if it's the way that someone pronounced it, but I think it is so cool. I love this name. Now the next name, we have heard this one, and that is Orson. It is English, it means bear cub, and in 1880 it was ranked number 745, which I'm kind of surprised it was so far down the list. It's a famous name, Orson Welles. But yes, I think this is a really cool name. Sounds very vintage. I haven't heard this one. If you know an Orson, leave me down in the comments. Give me like an emoji of a thumbs up, because I think this is really cool and I definitely have not heard it out and about. Sounds like very proper to me, and it's a name that a little boy could definitely grow into. The next name is Wallace. It's English, it means foreigner or stranger, and in 1880 it was ranked number 150. This is definitely a last name. I have definitely heard this as a last name, and I think Wally would be such a cute nickname, and Wallace, one of those that's very proper sounding. I think all the old school names are very proper sounding. Wallace. I've definitely heard this, like I said, for a last name, so that is very trendy, taking a last name and making it a first name. And then Wally as the nickname would be super cute. Definitely good for all ages. The next name is Clyde. It is Scottish. It's a Scottish river, so the name of a river in Scotland. And in 1880, it was number 72. 72. This one was super popular. We all probably had a grandpa named Clyde at some point. I personally don't know if I did. But this is such a cute, short and sweet name. Sounds like a nickname maybe. I don't think there is like a longer version of this. Clyde. Rolls off the tongue. It's so easy to spell. And it definitely does sound kind of like a grandpa name to me, but I think it is really cool. I've seen like Ezra, Ira, all those old school names are kind of coming back. They're super popular, and Clyde was super popular. So let's bring that one back. I definitely could also see this as a name for maybe animals. If you want to see that kind of video, like naming your animals, so kind of like baby names, but fur babies, just leave me down in the comments. Put like a little emoji of a little animal, because I think that would be kind of a cool video. So I think Clyde works for all ages, and it is short and sweet and super vintage. The fifth name is Murphy. It is Irish. It means descendant of a sea warrior. It is from the 1880s. It was number 781. So we have one that wasn't super popular, but Murphy. Like everyone knows that. It's a last name. It's been used in literature. I love the name Murphy. I think it is really cool. Murph, I don't even know, is there a nickname for Murphy? Kind of sounds like a nickname. This is one that I definitely know has been used on like animals. I have never heard a person's name Murphy as a first name, but I think it would be a really cool, definitely one that they would grow into. Sounds like a very strong name. If you know Murphy, leave me in the comments. Let me know if this name is used. Like I said, I didn't look up popularity for what they are now, but because we're keeping it old school, but all of these names were pretty much on the charts way back in 1880. So these are very vintage names. If you have any more vintage names for little boys, leave those down in the comments because I love to hear what you guys have to say. If you haven't joined the Days of May family, please hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you can be a part of our Days of May family and just join all the fun, all the baby name fun that comes out every Monday. Make sure to check out last week's video and then make sure to come back for next week's video because it will be all about the girls. Hope you're having an amazing day. Give this video a big thumbs up, leave me that comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.